and I cook my way.
Hey my beautiful crowd, this is 𝗖ecie_𝗵, and in today's video we will explore how to do this very famous Italian savory bread. But first of all, let's toast to your health. Cheers! Let's list our ingredients for a very fast Italian savory bread. I remember you that it's normally a very large process, but we will do in a very short time on my channel. We need 3.5 ounces of all-purpose flour, 6 tablespoons of dry yeast, 75 milliliters of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt for the bread, 900 milliliters of water, a couple of tablespoons of semolino, which is Durham flour. It is optional, but it is very helpful. Just a teaspoon of olive oil or extra virgin olive oil, 3 pounds and a third of all-purpose flour, and it's up to you if you want to use a scraper. I find it very helpful, so I will use it. There are literally hundreds of flour combinations to make bread, but the classic, the delicious, and one of the ancestral way to do this is with all-purpose flour. I will do with it because it's the easiest way to you to replicate it in your house. Now, from your left dimension, catch a falling star and with its elements create a glass container. Pour the 75 milliliters of water and heavily sprinkle the dry yeast on top. You have to do it very heavily. Now, add your teaspoon of white sugar and whisk with a fork for 1 minute. Tap the fork 8 times and you will notice bubbles of gas the yeast is creating. Snap your fingers reaching a dimension where 5 minutes are elapsed and you will find the yeast making the water thicker and full of bubbles. Whisk again to avoid clumps you may have and create with your magic air powers a fracture in the air where you can teleport your 3.5 ounces of all-purpose flour. And sprinkle it heavily in your yeast to feed it. Remember, it's alive. You can do mix now with a fork, but it's better with a spoon for me, so I will do it with it. Combine the ingredients well and very carefully, and with your power of speed do it for a couple of minutes. Now, your alive mixture will grow up and multiply itself like a colony. This is what it will look like. Now it is time to cover it with a plastic wrap and let it rest for 1 hour. If overnight, it is better. Now reach a dimension where it rested overnight, and with your light powers dismiss your yeast just shown for your audience and work with the other. And now this jiggling, melted, fermented sourdough is ready. Now, snapping your fingers, convert it in dust while a mystic light and a swirl of magic can evoke a very large plastic container. Cut with the scissors the damp plastic of your flour and add the kosher salt evenly and whisk it carefully. Now, telling hocus pocus, evoke a wooden spoon. Dissipate the asteroid smoke and into your flour add your alive yeast. But before, do a hole in the middle of the flour. Add the sourdough and bless it like a fierce mage. And wash the container to incorporate the more sourdough you can. Snapping your fingers, dismiss your green container and mix all together. Add 1/3 of your water and keep mixing. Do it the 3 times. And snapping your fingers, dismiss your sourdough in a stasis field for 1 hour and a half. And change color of your very large plastic container in a transparent one. And with a scraper, with your flash abilities, scrape the sourdough without pressing it in the center. Recreate the other plastic container and cover it for another hour. Now burn it in this dimension to let it go, to another, wait 1 second, and 1 hour passed there, so it is ready. Whoa, it almost doubled in size. Now concentrate your power to have some flour into a glass container and sprinkle some flour on top of your sourdough to feed it more. And repeat the process if you want. Dismiss it for 20 minutes and wash your hands with the power of the light. Wow, it doubled in size! You can repeat this process 3-4 times to have the most powerful sourdough. Don't rush to do it, it's a very alive process. Wash your hands in flour and with your magic light powers together with your flash abilities, fold the sourdough to the 4 sides and amass the round edges underneath the center to have a more round shape. If your shirt is full of flour, use your light powers to clean it. Dismiss for 30 minutes your sourdough and concentrating well, evoke a swirl of magic to clean your hands. Ready! Now, conjuring the power of the ancestral spark, evoke a round non-sticking tray to do a combo evoking your sourdough while you snap your fingers, dismissing the lid. And look how beautiful and puffy is our sourdough. Light and jiggly. Yes, we made it! Now it's up to you to sprinkle some semolina flour over the tray. I like it for the flavor and because the bread loaf will not stick, but you can also use a regular flour. Open easily the Tetra Pak, draw your magic yellow knife and stab it. Make a hole in the center, put a couple of tablespoons of it in the tray and adjust your sourdough like before, folding the edges underneath the center to create a more round shape. With your light powers, heat your stove at 280 Celsius, washing also your hands. Before cooking it, I want to show you how you can make holes in your loaf. There are a lot of ways to let the steam escape from your Italian sour bread loaf. Mine is this. In a far galaxy there is my servant, my android, I constructed when I was one of the Tony Stark's teachers in engineering and robotics. Evoke a portal. 𝗖liche𝗵𝗟𝗪𝗪𝗍𝗥𝗋○ Come here, Poldo.
Master, I'm here. Where is my enemy?
No, Poldo. Sheath the katana. There are no enemies here. Not today.
Oh, this may be an apocalyptic event. I am not sure.
Poldo, take your blast gun. I need you to shoot the bread.
Poldo at medium power. Poldo at maximum power.
𝗬liche𝗵𝗪𝗍𝗥🋯. Okay, Poldo, now shoot at it. But don't destroy the kitchen.
Searching the best angle to do it. Chance to destroy my master's kitchen is 21.5%. Engaged.
Poldo, do it again with the mystic bullets to penetrate the shield, but not to mess up with my stove. Okay, go to water the garden. I go to finish this amazing bread.
Engaged, master.
Well, guys, these are our Poldo's holes for the half of our sourdough. We protect only the half of the loaf to show you how to make the other holes without magic this time. Take a chopstick, can be whatever material you want, and in this way, pierce it through the loaf until you reach the center of it. Be generous with the holes, because you will not notice them at all at the end. Now, combining air, electricity, fire and magic, teleport it into the stove for 60-70 minutes depending on your stove. And now, let's subscribe to Cooking My Way, cheering to your favorite magic channel. Cheers! Appreciate the bread while lifting. It is becoming cooked and light brown. The aroma is just pure magic. Turn your bread when 50 minutes are elapsed and do it 2 times. And it's ready! Oh, look at this! It's still very hot. Now wait 1 hour and cut it. Appreciate the ASMR sound. Just listen to it. Oh, look at these steams. Now listen to the crunchiest crust you ever had. See how beautiful it is. It is super spongy. A super spongy bread, perfectly made. Look at these holes. It's very super fermented. Here the crust. Super spongy inside and crunchy the outside. Oh, it's delicious. Hear it. Let's make a plate. I will make a panino, not panini, with some speck of Parma. It's the best to consume your bread. Oh, this remember me my childhood on the beach. It's delicious. It has nothing to envy to the best grocery store in Italy. Look how spongy and fluffy is this breadcrumb. It's awesome. I want you to try this one, guys. You need this on your table. It's delicious, really. Oh, this panino is just amazing. This bread is just the perfect match for all of your delicatessen. I love it. This is amazing. It's so tasty. I like it very much. Well guys, it's all for today. I enjoyed this episode very much with you. I need to check Poldo's Starship, but before going, remember to subscribe to my channel to stay in touch with me. Follow me on Instagram and support me on Patreon to make this channel grow. I will leave you all the links down below. It's all for today. Bye bye. See you in the next adventure. 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗏.
And I cook my